excuse my slurping. The Most High has ordained this to happen. So the Most High is going to judge them for their wickedness and everything that they've done to us. Let's see. Proverbs 17:5. Whoso mocketh the poor reproacheth his maker, and he that is glad at calamities shall not be unpunished. So this fell on Esau when he took up this word as the law of the land, right? Because he mocks us, man. He clowns us for being poor and being in these situations he got us in. And then act like he ain't the one that got us in it, man. The damn devil. He's a wicked piece of junk, man. And he's not gonna be unpunished, right? He is glad at our calamities. You ask Esau, he loves the situation we're in America, right? And he mocks us. You know, he's a devil. But anyway, this is James 2:6. But ye have despised the poor. Do not rich men oppress you and draw you before the judgment seats? So even though we're in these situations that we're in, even though a lot of our people have to steal just to feed their families tonight, he still wants to bring us to court when he's the one that put us in this damn situation, right? When we fled to West Africa and were dwelling there for thousand years, maybe 1,000 years. We're dwelling after 70 AD. We're dwelling there. And then there's this devil, let's see, 70 AD to 17. Yeah, man. So it was a minute, 1,700 years. And this devil, man, seeing us in a weak state amongst those Hamites. Some of us were in a good case. The Nigerians had come to power. Some of the Tutsi, some of the tribes there, the Igbo, right? Some of these tribes have, made something of themselves by the time Esau came to get them. But for the most part, we were still poor. And the way that he still brings us in front of his judgment seat and throws the book at us, even though we're in our derision, he's going to have hell to pay with that, man. The Lord has a smooth judgment for this devil. All right, this is Psalms 113 and 7 and 8. He raiseth up the poor out of the dust and lifteth the needy out of the dunghill, that he may set him with princes, even with princes of his people. So he is going to raise up the elect of the nation of Israel out of these terrible situations, and he's going to set us in the kingdom of heaven as joint rulers with Yahweh Shah and King David. Right, to be a part of that number is not a light thing, but to come out of this situation as poor men and then be the richest rulers of the planet that the planet's ever seen since Solomon, and even this Arab Muhammad was a rich man, had a lot of wealth, but neither of them are as rich as we will be in the kingdom. This is Psalms 109 and 16. Because that he remembered not to show mercy, but persecuted the poor and needy man, that he might even slay the broken in heart. And that's exactly what he did to us, man. Right? He took us while we was down, man, and kicked us, bro. I can't say that enough. If people understand what that means. If you ever been jumped before, and while you was down, then a motherfucker gonna kick you too, that's a real asshole. Right? Unless you did something real bad to him and you deserve that, you know what I'm saying? A real man will let you back up and put them things on you again. A bitch ass nigga gonna stomp you out. Right? Now, like I said, unless you did some shit that he can't contain himself, you messed with his mom's, his little sister, you raped somebody, something real bad, then you gonna get stomped the fuck out. But as far as like you run up and you catch them things. It's time to get your ass back up and catch them again. You know what I'm saying? But Esau's not like that. He's a proud devil. Jumping down to verse 31. For he shall stand at the right hand of the poor to save him from those that condemn his soul. And Yahweh, the Lord Yahweh is going to send our Lord Yahweh Shai to stand at our right hand and protect us and save us from this devil. Like, that is undeserving, but at the same time, that's so beautiful, man. That Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai put us in this situation to learn a lesson, and that he's going to deliver us up out of it and set us amongst princes. He's going to save his poor, man. We're the poor right now. Let me finish that definition. Lacking money or resources, destitute, needy, indignant, small, scanty, wretched, disposed, inadequate, weak, thin. From Latin, parper, poor, not wealthy, producing little, getting little, compound from the roots, little, prepare, to produce, bring forth, right? Slaves, man. That's what we are right now. The Lord put us in this situation for our weakness and our wickedness, and we have to endure until the end. That's the only choice we have. You know what I'm saying? So, Lord willing, this was edifying. Oh, let me read this quote. John Berger. The poverty of the century is unlike that of any other. It is not, as poverty was before, the result of natural scarcity, but of a set of priorities imposed upon the rest of the world by the rich. Consequently, the modern poor are not pitied, but written off as trash. And there you have it, man. Even these devils know that. So with that, I'm gonna say shalom. Stay strong, man. We've been poor our whole lives, and that's all good, man. So we're in a good case right now. We know how to, get by during these times, and Lord willing, Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai be with us, and keep us till that day of judgment. Keep us on His right hand side, man, and uplift His poor, which is us, and take down this devil, which is the rich. Shalom.